A small town in a small northeastern state, but the killing that happened here is breaking hearts from one corner of this vast country to another. Here in Newtown, 26 Christmas trees placed today on the road to the school, one for every victim who died there. In Texas today, high schoolers coming together to sing in honor of those lost. In Oregon, hundreds gathering for a candlelight vigil in what has become a national day of grief. But of course, that grief felt nowhere more than right here in Newtown, where you're looking live at a makeshift memorial outside Sandy Hook Elementary School. People coming together there this evening to try to understand what's happened and to try to comfort one another. Our ABC News team here on the ground covering it all. And this evening, for the first time, we are learning the names, seeing some of the faces of the young victims, all of them first graders. The medical examiner reporting a short time ago, many of them were shot at close range. And this evening, we begin with a father who lost his little girl. As you drive through this community, the signs of grief are inescapable. On the side of the road, "We love you, Sandy Hook Elementary." And tonight we're hearing a father's anguish. Robbie Parker lost his daughter Emily. She was 6.
Emily was a mentor to her 2 little sisters, and delighting in teaching them how to read, dance, and find the simple joys in life. Emily's laughter was infectious, and all those who had the pleasure to meet her would agree that this world is a better place because she has been in it.
And this evening, a horrific portrait of just who the gunman targeted. 2 first-grade classrooms. In one class, every student but one shot and killed. 15 first graders in that one room alone lost in an instant. In another classroom, 5 of the victims were children. We know a little boy who had a twin sister. He died. His twin in another classroom hiding in a bathroom with her teacher survived. We know the school principal is among the dead. Dawn Hochsprung married a mother herself. Now it's believed as the horror unfolded, she might have turned on the PA system so that the teachers in the school could hear, could be warned of the danger coming. Mary Sherlock, the school psychologist, married and a mother too. Her family in a statement tonight saying Mary felt like she was doing God's work by helping children. Another teacher, Victoria Soto, 27. Her family says her body was found in a position shielding some of her first grade students. And tonight, some of the youngest faces. Catherine Hubbard, just 6 years old, her family in a statement saying, "We are greatly saddened by the loss of our beautiful daughter, Catherine Violet." Anna Marquez Green was 7. She grew up in a home of jazz. Her brother survived in the school. Her father saying they're struggling to work through this nightmare. And Jesse Lewis, just 6. His father was headed to school to watch him make a gingerbread house. And tonight, for the first time, we hear from one of the first responders who was inside that fire hall where parents were told to pick up their children. We met counselor Sarah Catrulia.
It was like watching something that wasn't real.
She watched as it dawned on the parents who'd been waiting as the others left, telling me they all knew the answer in that room, and yet they kept waiting.
And being there, seeing the individuals who I know were going in that room to hear horrible news, not pick up their kids, and then seeing them leave just so distraught and from a position where you're trying to help and feeling so helpless.
She said some needed hugs, others simply needed someone to hold their hand.
I think just needing to be there because that's where their child was.
Around the corner. And for you, what was the hardest part about last night going home?
Knowing that I was going home. And I was going home to a family and loved ones and, taking that with me, but those families were going home and somebody didn't go home with them. That was the hardest part.
So brave to share her story with us today. And as this list is revealed late today of the victims, some of the youngest names and faces, we have learned that even a member of our own ABC family has learned that she's lost one of her own relatives. We're praying for that family and for all the families here tonight.